Hey everybody, what's going on? As you can see in the background, I've got both of my steel tube frame buggies. We got Showtime and I don't know what we're going to call that one yet. I guess I'm going to let my son name it since it is his. But anyways, here's what we're doing today. You guys already know that I have 4-linked the rear of my TrailFinder, and for those of you who don't, well, guess what? Now you do. I've installed the 4-link kit from RC4WD Drive for the TrailFinder. And now I'm going to go ahead and install the TrailFinder front 3-link mount with Panhard. So this will be interesting. We're going to go from a full tuber, well, full leaf sprung suspension that was modified into a 4-linked rear, leaf sprung front. We're going to go ahead and change that around once again, and we're going to go with a full linked setup for the old TrailFinder. Seeing how it's basically my beater truck. I absolutely love this truck to death. Also got the new aluminum bumper with ball hitch for it, because when the new trailer that comes out for RC4WD Drive, TrailFinder is going to be pulling it, so we got that. But we're going to be doing a little upgrade here too. Also, these shocks, you know, came off of the Spiderweb chassis. Whoa, the sucker's got some pressure underneath them. We're going to be changing out from the dinky little shocks that come on the TrailFinder to the bigger ultimate scale ones. I thought about doing the double shock mount up front, but couldn't really justify spending $65 on 2 shock mount tabs. But today's focus, like I said, is going to be getting rid of the leaf sprung suspension up front here, which is the only weak link left that causes excessive vibration and bounce and hop. Since I'd gotten the email, as soon as I got the email for this, I immediately ordered it. And just like the 4-link kit for the rear, this also comes with instructions. So let's, I'm going to set you guys down here for a second. Pardon the camera bouncing. I'm going to try and do this to where I can see what the hell I'm doing. I really don't want to get my table all dirty because I just cleaned it off. So you know what, we're going to bring it over this way, that way. There we go. Now I got a clean view of everything. If I can just get my damn viewfinder to work right. Alright, so we're going to look here at our RC4WD Drive. Luckily, everything on RC4WD Drive always comes in these nice Ziploc bags. I absolutely love that from RC4WD Drive. So we're going to spread our parts out. We've got a bunch of screws, we've got our links, our ball ends, and our truss mount here. This is going to be everything for a complete kit. So we've got our links, 4 of them. And since these do require a modification of everything, you've got your instruction sheet, which is amazing. Your 3-link plus Panhard kit. And basically what we do, I'm just going to run through the steps for you guys. Just so you guys know, there's also there's a little revision paper too, so you want to pay attention to that. Basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be removing the front axle and leaf spring mounting hardware. Then we're going to be adding, of course, the truss to the front axle, as well as this piece here and this piece here. So these two are going to be going on the front axle to support your truss mount. And then from there, you assemble your links. You make 2 81mm links, 162. Excuse me once again. Oh, so excited over this, I can't even get crap right. So we're making 2 81mm links, 1 67mm link, and 1 60mm link. And then we mount up on our brackets here the 81s. And then we take, obviously, our 81s that go on the outside, our new steering link. Well, our Panhard's going to be probably the 67, and the new steering link will be a 60. if that's what that one is. Yeah, 60 millimeters, 67 and 81. So basically a bunch of crap I just talked. Probably confused the shit out of everybody. I'm just going to go ahead and tear this thing apart, and we're going to get started on it. And as soon as I get it done, you're going to see what the TrailFinder looks like once it's been 3-linked in the front. So, magic of motion, we're going to cut to the next scene. Alright guys, as promised, I was going to show you the results of what happens when you 3-link and 4-link your TrailFinder 2. And yes, the tires are cleaner, and yes, I did do the shock swap out too. But we're going to look down here, and of course you can see in the rear, we got our 4-link. You can barely see the uppers up there, but there they are. And then up front, here's our 3-link setup with Panhard. I'm going to go ahead and spin her around so you can see how the front gets set up. You see we have our steering rod, of course. Now there's double spacers on there, so it keeps the angle to a minimum on the steering rod. But what you can't see is just behind the steering rod is our Panhard rod. So we've got our two lower links back there to connect to the outside of that truss bracket. Then we have our 3rd link, which attaches and runs up that way from that nipple sticking off the bracket. Our Panhard comes off the top end of the driver's side axle bracket up to the chassis itself. There's another bracket up there for the Panhard. And then the steering, of course, stays the same. Now the only thing I've done is I've changed out to the Ultimate shocks, which give it a little bit more of a lift, and now the back, whenever it's loaded, the tires don't sit on the fender wells like they used to. Now, of course, like all trucks, especially this one, the back is going to squat more than the front because of the stiffer springs up front. But we still have, when fully compressed, we've got some pretty good articulation off of it versus leaf sprung. Now, when you couple that in the fact with, I have the rear bumper for it with receiving hitch. And of course, once the front bumper comes back in stock, I'll be getting the aluminum front bumper for it. Not just the aluminum front bumper mount, but the actual front bumper and hopefully steel side steps, because mine appear to be a little loose. Didn't notice that. It's only the driver's side. Well, that's what happens when you beat the crap out of something you love. Either way, there is the TrailFinder now after having a 4-link conversion done in the rear, which you guys saw, and now a 3-link conversion with Panhard up front and changing over to the Ultimate 1.9 shocks. Of course, in the rear, one final thing I want to point out, I did run the shocks in the same location, however they are flipped now versus the way they were when you buy them, or when you do it on the kit. I flipped and I spaced them out so that the ends would not hit the axles. But there you go. Now the TrailFinder is ready to go out again, out onto the trails, and this time hopefully no more breakage. I've got a lot of editing now to do after this, so hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see the TrailFinder out on the trails very soon. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, do whatever, and I'm going to keep on trucking, so we'll see you guys later.